hometown debut for Michael Conlan right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. I am your host, Mr. A. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and let's talk some Belfast boxing. Good card. Highly entertaining, but we're going to talk about the 8-rounder main event. Mike Conlan. It was billed as his step up. Dos Santos. I predicted it ain't no damn step up. On paper, his record is impressive, but the competition wise, all he brung was experience. He knew how to move around the ring. He knew how to last. It was no competitive step up. Could he apply some aggressive pressure? It was no difference. He knew how to survive. He knew he could take some shots better than his other opponents, but it was no step up for Mike. Now, I've been very critical and criticized Conlan a lot, but I will say this is the best I saw him look. It's obvious what Mike Conlan is. He's not a volume puncher. He's not a thud, and he's not going to thud you out when he hits you. He's a point builder. He's a pity pat point builder. I don't think he's going to ever get away from that. I don't think he's going to become a hard hitting type of guy. He's always going to be points, and that might be his downfall because people usually knock you out with one shot or the accumulation of punishment to get a TKO or something. I don't think he hits hard enough to get a TKO from accumulation of punches. He's like Floyd, was the best example. Floyd didn't get no knockouts, but he beat the shit out of you with great accuracy and sharp shooting. Now, people say he has sting on his punches. He just chose not to because of brittle hands. Now, I don't know how much sting Conlan has on his punches, but today, the work of his jab up and down, his feinting, his gap control, his distance, controlling the distance, it was all nice. All nice, like I said. Was Dos Santos a threat? No. Now, I'm curious to see on Mike Conlan, can he fight at a pace? Obviously, he's always controlling the pace. Now, you saw, I think it was the last round, Dos Santos kind of came at him and just started throwing punches at him. If someone was to fight Conlan like that, I think they beat him. A Jono Corral type style, just come at him and throw punches, because I don't think he hits you hard enough to keep you off him. If he fights someone who's going to take one to give one, he's going to be in a real fucking dogfight. It don't have to be a hard hitter, just someone who has the same amount of mustard as he has, same amount of pop that he has, but he just can't. I don't think Conlan could fight at a fast pace. Unless he improves his gas tank a little coming up. But I think his fighting style is slow, picking shots 1, 2 at a time. And when he does throw combinations, he's a slap artist. He doesn't turn his punches. Kind of like Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker don't turn his punches. That's why I'm picking Dylan White to beat him. And like I said, those flaws, but this was the best I seen Mike Conlan look. I knew he wasn't going to knock Dos Santos out. I knew this was going to go a distance and he's going to pick him apart. We predicted that Dos Santos throws one at a time, slow at one at a time. He's there to be picked apart, and Conlan did exactly what we discussed on the breakdown. Now, being at his top rank, they're going to build him up. Bob Arum knows what he has in Mike. He's not going to throw him out there. He knows he's not ready for nothing else. He's going to give him another Brazilian, a Venezuela guy, a Colombian guy. When is the time when he's going to fight an Irishman? Because the Irishman is going to step in and try and whoop his ass. From all the Irish, even from the low down gritty, the low down, low level prospect Irish fighters, they fight. Declan, even as a boxing mover, he fights. Fucking, what's that young guy on Golden Boy? I think Todd McKinney or something. I forgot about a young guy. He fights. All the Irish fighters I've been seeing fight. And so I don't see Mike Conlan having any Irish showdown anytime soon. Because I think unless they find them some weak Irishman for Mike to fight, because I think an Irishman will take that Irish pride and take it to another level and fight him. Not try and box him, but fight him. And I don't think Mike Conlan, at this stage, at least in his career, can handle a fight. He might be able to outbox you, and it's going to be tough. Like I said, I don't think he hits hard enough to keep you off him. And I think an Irish guy would just walk through his punches. So, but like I said, going back to it, I'm going to stop. Try not to be so hard on Mike. I criticize him a lot because I didn't know who he was, and he came with a lot of hype. And I watched all his fights. I seen every fight of his. He's not the hype. He's gonna be he's like Victor Ortiz. He's gonna be that type of fighter. That's what he's gonna be. A nice Victor Ortiz has some pop though. I don't know, maybe even a Chris Algieri. Mike Conlan might be a nice Chris Algieri. Yep. Double RT Boxing. I am your host, Mr. A, the Ready Talk Boxing Show. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. Follow me on YouTube at Double RTB Show. Thank you. See you on the next one.